morning. It is Sunday morning. I just made some pancakes because Sundays are for pancakes. I just made some they're like banana oatmeal pancakes from Ambitious Kitchen. I'll leave the link to the recipe down below. When I make them for 2 people, I use the entire recipe, but when I make them for just myself, I have the recipe and it makes like 4 medium-sized pancakes, which is like perfect. Anyways, I didn't turn on the camera to talk about pancakes. One of my goals for 2022 is to film more raw moments and film moments when I'm actually feeling the emotion, like during when I'm feeling it, as opposed to filming when I'm reflecting on how I was feeling, because I feel like it just adds more of a relatability factor when I'm filming it as I'm feeling the emotion, if that makes any sense. So basically, for the past like 2 or 3 weeks, I've been feeling a lot of FOMO and a lot of just like feeling overall like kind of left out. And I haven't really felt that for a long time. I got sober my junior year of college, and then I did my entire senior year of college sober, and so I definitely had times there where I felt left out. But for the most part, I really learned how to not feel that way, or how to just deal with those emotions. And I haven't really felt this way since college. So I've been living at home now for 6 months, and I think that's really helped because I'm not surrounded by binge drinking all the time in a college town and in a college environment. But lately, maybe it's because of the holidays, maybe, I don't know, maybe because I'm burning out from living at home for so long, but whenever I see people drinking on Snapchat stories, especially like my closer friends, I felt pretty left out recently. And it's not that they're not inviting me, because I have been invited, and also some of them just live in different places, so I just literally couldn't go even if I wanted to. But it's just the feeling of knowing like that's never gonna be me. And I've talked about this before in other videos. Going out and going to bars is just never going to be my idea of fun. And I tried to make it my idea of fun for a long time, but it's just not. I just don't enjoy it anymore. And so it's just interesting and a difficult time, because that's where I'm at in my life. But so many people around me and so many of my friends, that's still their idea of fun. And that's totally okay. I'm not saying that that's not a good idea of fun, because that would definitely be me if I was still drinking. But it's just weird to be on such a different path than a lot of the people I'm super close to. But anyways, I wanted to share a journal prompt that really helped me. I kind of made it up. I kind of took journal prompts that I've done in the past and combined them into one for any time when you're feeling left out, for any time when you're not included in things, or you stay away from events because you know it's going to be triggering, or you're feeling FOMO. For any of that, this journal prompt is for you. What's going on for me right now is... So how are you feeling? What triggered these feelings? In my case, it would have been looking on Snapchat. What I need to accept is, what part of your new lifestyle do you need to accept? Do you need to accept the fact that going out to bars is just not your idea of fun anymore? What do I need to let go of? What part of your old lifestyle do you need to let go of? Do you need to let go of that person where, her idea of fun, or his idea, or their idea of fun was going out? Do you need to let go of that part of your life? And then what can I do differently? What can you do to mitigate these feelings in the future, or what can you do differently when you're feeling this way? So don't go on Snapchat, or journal when you start to feel this way, so that you don't spiral into the feelings of none of your friends like you, essentially. I think having meetings on Sunday mornings, the meetings that I host, is amazing, because Sunday mornings is when the weekend is kind of dwindling down, and people, maybe you had a hard night on Friday or Saturday night seeing people go out. So I'm excited, and I'm happy that I have meetings on Sunday mornings to kind of debrief how we felt over the weekend. So I have that in about 6 minutes, so I'm gonna prep for that and meet with everyone there.
They could be like thinking of you that way. And 2, like, the biggest thing for me was how it made me feel. So like, just because somebody is saying you weren't that bad, if it's a problem for you, then like that's all the reason that you need. You don't need validation or justification from other people.
I knew it. I knew the meeting would make me feel so much better. It always does. I don't know. I let you guys hear some of the stuff we talked about, but one of the things that really stuck with me was being present, and that's talked about a lot, but you know, you have the past, all the things that you may regret doing in the past, and how it's so easy to just pick yourself apart over the things that you've maybe done drunk that you regret or that you're embarrassed by. Just focusing on right now, what you're doing, you're focusing on making a change if that's where you're at, and just not getting so caught up in past and future. And that goes for really anything in life. So I really appreciate that, and the way that I kind of thought about that today was just with the FOMO. You know, I'm doing what is best for me right now. Sobriety is one of the most important things of my life right now, and I'm not going to go out and do things with my friends where I'm going to put that in jeopardy, because that's what's very important to me right now, and what I need in my life for stability is my sobriety. So I hope that helped. We talk about so many more things in my meetings, so again, if you ever want to join, the link is always in the description to sign up. I've also started packing for my trip a little. All I have is the presents in here. I'm just going to, for 2 nights, to spend a little bit of Christmas time with Grady's family. But all I have is like their gifts, so I need to pack like my clothes. But luckily it's only 2 nights, so I don't have like an insane amount to pack, which is good. I'm gonna do that all tonight because my flight leaves at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Do you think Grady will know what his present is? Hopefully not. It's a tennis racket. Morning. Real quick, I just wanted to say that I'm eating breakfast. It's like 9:30, and I was at a dinner until like 11 p.m. last night, so eating up until 11 p.m. So my eating disorder voice is telling me that I shouldn't eat breakfast today, or I should eat breakfast a lot later, or I should just wait until lunch because I ate so late in the night. And that goes back to the rule that a lot of people have adapted, where you shouldn't eat past a certain time. So eating breakfast today is challenging, despite the fact that I'm hungry. Part of me is like, why am I hungry? I ate so late, but that's, my body just wants to eat. So I'm going to eat no matter how late I ate last night, because it's not just about being, if you're hungry in the moment for eating, it's also about the sustained energy that you're gonna get throughout the day from eating breakfast. And that's what I need today. I need it. I have a long day again, so even if you're not hungry, just having something to sustain you is better than skipping. Yes. Immediately place the swab into the tube and swirl for 30 seconds. Rotate the swab 5 times while squeezing the tube. I just talked about this in my Instagram story, but I wanted to share it here as well. And just talk about the fact that it can be so hard when people in your life don't acknowledge or see the progress that you've made, whether that's in sobriety, whether that's in eating disorder recovery, or maybe they acknowledge it and they say they're proud of you, but their actions speak differently, and they choose to focus on your past mistakes rather than all the progress that you've made and where you are today. And that can be really hard. I experienced that yesterday. Just know that personal development, whatever journey you're on, whether that's recovery from body image issues, recovery from alcohol addiction, whatever personal development journey you're on, you started it for you. You didn't start it for anyone else. Sure, there were people in your life that maybe pushed you to start it, or you hurt people in your life and you wanted to build better relationships, and that's a reason why you started it. But at the end of the day, this journey is for you. And so the only person that needs to be proud of you is you. You need to be your biggest supporter, your own biggest fan. And I know how it can be very easy to focus on all the other people in your life who aren't acknowledging. Like, there's a couple people in my life who I have tried to mend relationships with, and they just weren't having it. And it's easy to focus on those rather than the many people that reach out to me on Instagram every day, the many people that are in my life that support me. It's so easy to focus on the negative, like with anything, but know that this journey is for you, and in order for you to be proud of yourself, you need to be your own biggest fan and be your own biggest supporter. And if you think that no one else is acknowledging your progress or supporting you at this time, just know that I am, and I know how hard it can be to work through this change that you're going through and feel like you're not being seen by anyone. But know that actions speak louder than words, and I know I've made the promise to stop drinking or to fix my mistakes many, many times, and people just stopped believing me because it didn't happen. So maybe that's where you're at right now, or maybe, and just trust that it takes time, and it may take a lot more time than you think. I mean, I've been sober a year and a half now, and people are still in my life that are making decisions based on my past. So for whatever it's worth, I'm proud of you, and you need to be proud of yourself, because at the end of the day, this change is for you.